Good morning, I'm Chip.
Hey, good morning, I'm Steve.
I'm Xavier. I'm Nico.
Bob,
John.
Irene,
Skip,
Diane.
Bill, and I'm Brad.
And this is
Chip's
Chip's
Garage.
Garage. Steve, once again, crazy what we got going on today.
New faces.
New faces
New
all the
cars.
time. We're getting new followers. We got a lot of
And
followers.
another student.
Another student. You want to bring your student?
Yes, yes. Come on up
here.
Come on up. Step on up. You didn't win a car, but you can step up and talk to us. This is one of my favorite students. He's awesome. He loves DeLoreans.
Can you say that on video? He's a favorite student.
Yeah, one of my favorites. No,
Gotcha.
He's a good student. Good
Gotcha.
student. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And he loves cars. But what do you like about the DeLorean?
Just like I used to be like really interested on it, like the DeLorean, how it travels through time, all that. It's
On the
just-
movie.
on
Yeah,
the movie,
And,
time circuits.
yeah, and the movie.
Although
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
I want to travel.
Yeah.
too.
And what are some of your other favorite cars, Nick?
The Hellcat.
Hellcat?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, good deal. Good deal.
What got you into cars? Why cars?
Yeah, why'd you end up taking my class?
Because since I used to like cars when I was a kid, and I figured that this could be a really good class that I would love to learn, and what you can do to fix up with a car,
Nice.
and
nice.
how to clean it,
Yeah.
and
Work on it and everything. Yeah.
and get to know people.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
He
everything.
must like it. He's coming back this
Yeah,
year.
he watches all our videos. His
Yeah,
family's
yeah,
all involved.
yeah.
His grandfather's here
His
today.
father wants to buy a new
over here.
Corvette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, we appreciate it. Well, I say
Okay.
we get looking at this
All right,
car,
all
buddy.
right, Nico. We'll be back. Okay, so hang on with us, sir.
Thank you.
All right, so
Okay, you're welcome.
here we go.
Oh.
Look at this today, buddy. So we got, again, Bill
Boy.
and Diane, just so you remember. And one thing real quick, of course, you saw Nico there. And always get the younger generation. You guys know that's what these videos are about, just sharing the car culture.
Right.
We don't pretend to be experts. I'll say it again because we get comments sometimes. If we make a mistake or if you know an answer to some of the questions we asked during this, please feel free to respond, right?
Well,
Comment
you know
us.
how we get hyper and we talk it over like, yeah. You know, but we just get hyper and we get excited because we have such a beautiful set. I mean,
Yeah, how can you not be excited?
Yeah, I know.
No, I agree. So we're just trying to share that excitement and the information about the car culture and what's going on. And I want to point out, of course, Diane here and a real car lady. You're going to find out as we go around,
Yes.
which we also love. Women, get involved, man. They're awesome, right? Tell us about it, Diane. Tell us about.
I was raised up with 4 brothers.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay, so I had to either learn how to hunt or work on cars. So I chose cars,
There you go.
and been through it all my life. And luckily married a guy that was into cars, and we put it together. And we've been drag racing for 30 or 40 years. Boat raced
Yeah.
OPC for 10 years.
Wow.
So we were into racing, and then when we retired, we got rid of everything, and I'm like, I got to have that sound.
Yeah.
I got to have that vibration, that,
Yeah.
you know,
You bring
power.
up a great point. Once it's in you, drag
Yeah.
racing especially, you just can't get rid
You
of it.
can't.
It never goes
No.
away, and that's what's cool about it, right? And again, that's why we need to be sharing it with the younger generation and getting women involved. You just can't get rid of it, Steve.
Well, look at those hot rod days. All the women were hanging around the garages, driving to the beach in the old hot rods, you know,
Yeah.
the 32 coupes, and
Yeah.
in the 60s, or drag strip and all that. And it just started going down a little bit, but we wanted to get it to go back up.
Right.
You know, we
Right.
want everybody interested. We like everybody get out because we're going to leave these cars to somebody someday.
That's right. That's right.
Who?
Absolutely.
Who?
Well, let's get into
Yeah,
this
yes.
thing. So, what do we got here?
Well, you got a 1964 Chevy II. Got a 406 small block Chevrolet engine in it.
Can I ask you a question? I've always wondered this, like a Chevy II compared to a Nova, right? What?
Yeah.
Because they're
Well,
similar looking, right?
Generation.
They're basically the same
Same.
car. They started out as being called Chevy IIs. As the time went by, they adapted the Nova name.
Nova.
Okay.
So Nova was basically a model of the Chevy II.
Oh, I
It was
gotcha.
an upgraded model.
Okay.
And from that period on, about 65, 66, I guess they started calling them Novas.
Nova.
more.
Okay, so in
Ah.
'64 there wasn't a Nova.
No, they were all
No.
just Chevy IIs.
Okay.
Chevy IIs,
Okay,
okay.
that helps.
From 62 to about 65, they were just Chevy IIs.
Yeah, that makes
Okay,
sense.
all
Very
right,
good.
Okay, I learned something.
All right, so back to the motor.
Mhm.
What were you saying?
Well, it's a 406 small block. It's got a dark block, airflow research heads, BDS 671 supercharger. It's 2650 Hollies. They're Holly-based carburetors.
Yeah,
ATMs.
yeah.
And it's got a Inderly BAU injector hat on the top for air scoop.
Yep, here you go, right
Now,
here.
who
And you
cleans it? Who cleans it?
Yeah.
I do most of the time. It pretty much keeps itself clean.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't really have to do too much to it
Okay.
because it's all polished.
Yeah.
Now, you were telling us this is a replica of?
Well, that's a replica of what the top fuel cars and the funny cars
Yeah,
run now.
Okay.
Except
Yeah.
This is an aluminum version, and they run a carbon fiber
Yeah.
version of that. That is just a hollow
Air
replica
scoop.
of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
it's doing basically is supplying air. To
Yeah,
Supplying air,
yeah,
yeah,
sure,
yeah.
sure. Now, you said how much horsepower at the flywheel?
This is 801 at the flywheel.
Wow.
801 at the flywheel. That's
Wow.
awesome. Yeah, but you've never raced this yet.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Never
we're
have.
done with racing. You know,
That'd be
Yeah.
fun.
we're done with it. I just want to show it and listen to it.
And that's great. You know, I want to bring up a point there. Stay away from street racing.
Yes.
You know, it's not good. So many terrible things can happen. There's so many tracks.
Sure.
There's so many events for anybody can go
Yeah.
drag
Right.
racing.
Right.
And so don't street race. Go to the track, run at the track. I mean,
Exactly.
these are people that have been in for a long time. They can tell you.
Yeah.
So stay away
That's
from
the
that.
beauty of drag racing.
Yeah.
Anybody can go there and race.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
the one form of drag racing that you can take any car there and go down the track. And
That's
race.
right. And have a blast, the
Yeah.
exhilaration, right?
Exactly.
You know?
Well, what's the big problem now is the cars are faster and faster. They're up to 200 miles an hour now.
Right.
You know, these we just went quarter mile.
Right.
But the thing is, it's illegal to do it. And also, it's very unsafe. How many accidents lately in the last 5 years in Tampa Bay that people have gotten hurt and
That's
killed
right.
because they're so fast?
That's right.
That and the
That's
fact that
right.
the traffic is
Yeah, traffic's just
terrible.
Yeah.
terrible.
What
We
it
don't
used to
come
be.
Right,
down
right.
at all.
Well,
Right.
and we all know, you know, it's hooking up on the street is very hard
Yeah,
to
yeah,
do
yeah.
anyway, and then let one little thing happen. But so look in here, we got air conditioning, which is unbelievable. So
Oh,
you got air
wow.
conditioning on a 800 horsepower motor, Steve.
Yeah.
Thank you, Diane.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Yeah. We got he's got manual steering, or they have manual steering and manual brakes. You do have a big aftermarket brakes under. What brand is this?
I think
Do we
that's
know?
a Willwood, I believe.
Is it
Okay.
Willwood?
Okay.
Okay, it's huge.
Chip,
Yeah.
I'm looking at all the clamps are turned the way I would do it. Everything's turned perfect, and everything's just put in here so nice. And I complimented this for the header and the way everything is plumbed. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
I love whoever did it, you guys and whoever else. They cut things right and they didn't hack anything up. It just looks beautiful, and you could tell the craftsmanship on this.
Yeah, it's got a nice size training cooler in it. doesn't it?
Sure.
Yeah, that's
And the
excellent.
training is a 2-speed power glide
Yeah.
with gear vendor
Yeah,
overdrive.
tell us. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Bill Taylor Enterprises Power Glide.
Okay.
It's a full tilt glide. It's got straight cut gears, manual shift, fluid brake.
Oh wow.
It's got all the scatter shields on the bell housing. It's got the
You can tell they're drag racers.
scatter shield on the case.
Keep the list
And it's got a
keeps
gear
going up.
vendor's overdrive.
Over the exhaust. I love
So
Yeah.
that. Underneath.
Yeah,
it's
what's-
got it's got 3-inch stainless. It's got full
Yeah,
length
come here.
headers,
Look here, guys.
Wow.
and it's got a full length.
You can tell.
stainless
Big
steel.
tube, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, how many miles a gallon? Have you ever?
Those aren't
eight?
stepped neither. Those are
Eight?
straight through.
Right,
8
those
is
are-
not
those are
bad.
all straight through.
What's that?
8 miles a gallon.
It's
Yeah.
about 8 miles to the gallon, roughly.
And if
Yeah.
you notice the hole in the hood, right?
Mhm.
Well, that has been reused.
Okay.
You know how they have car signs out now displaying all the information about the car?
Yeah.
I
Put it
have
right up. Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So she.
Utilize everything.
Yeah. So she took the cutout
Yeah,
here
yeah.
and then made it into a sign that
It was the
described
same
the
color
car.
as the
Yeah.
car.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then-
and even the design, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it would be. You know,
That's
you'd
a
have to
great
ask.
idea, Diane.
It is a great idea. So,
at this.
so to you guys, this is really your show car,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we get people come up to us wanting us to, go at it, and we're like, no, that's not
Yeah.
us.
Yeah. I laugh at people like that on the street when they come up.
Yeah. Look at all this. How beautiful.
Well,
this is.
you know, one of the nice things, and we talk about it, and they've done this car very similar to how I like mine. Always do your cars to your taste. We
right.
always talk about, but they've kept a lot of original stuff and original looks. Now we talked about this is considered a pro street.
We're correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But if you look at the grill and the front end here and everything, I mean, again, beautiful. I always found these to be very muscle mean looking. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
yeah.
These kind of grills.
The single headlights, you know.
Yeah.
Pretty much
Yeah.
And the
body
blinkers are kinda like-
interior is pretty much like a normal Chevy II.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
hasn't really been altered.
Yeah,
that
you'll
much.
see even inside. And we'll point it out, but the dashboard and everything, they kept a lot of originality to it. So it looks like a street car, you
And
know.
what I like is you can buy the subframe to bolt on to
Mhm.
here. And then what do you
Right.
have, a Mustang 2 front end or something like, or
Well, it's all tubular front.
Tubular front,
A
okay.
arms.
A-arms,
and,
yeah.
Coil over front.
oh, the
suspension.
original suspension was horrible.
Yeah, and it's rack and pinion steering.
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
have that, yeah.
And
And-
that whole thing gets cut off, and that kit gets put on there,
Yeah,
and then it's
yeah.
tied into the cage.
Yep,
in the
and it's got a
car.
full roll cage, so you notice coming
So-
down
Yes,
this
sir,
side
yeah.
and then on
Yeah,
the other
yeah,
side, and
yeah.
we'll point it out inside. You can see what he's talking about down here with his rack and pinion and
Yeah.
everything. They dropped the
Fits
alternator
beautiful.
down to get
Fits
it out of the
beautiful.
way. Electric
much
fan,
room.
aluminum radiator. Well, how's it run? What temperature does it run at?
160 most of the time.
Wow, that's
Wow, wow.
awesome.
160.
Wow, and eight
Eight.
and a one to compression.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's 8-1 compression, and
If
it's
you get in
15%
a-
underdriven, so you're not
And
creating
high
a lot of
traffic
heat with the
lights
blower.
sitting,
Yeah.
it'll get up to 180, but it'll go back down. to
Wow,
160.
that's nice.
Yeah,
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 once you get
yeah.
going.
And I'll do it.
I got a story. My stories.
Fire
I
away.
got a story.
Fire away.
And when I first came down when I was 18, I found a 67 Nova with 6-cylinder air. And I said, oh, this is going to be my race car. $250 I paid for it. It was a nice car.
Yeah.
And I took the 350 in and out 3 times. And I says, done with it. Put the 6-cylinder back in, put the air on, and drove it another year. Because there's no room.
Yeah. Oh,
There's
yeah.
no room to get the spark plugs out. And I was
Yeah.
only 18.
Yeah.
Unless you cut the front end off
Yeah,
and put
yeah.
that tube kit on.
That or cut holes in the,
Yeah.
in the side here, in the wheel
Yeah.
wells.
And so these are all
my
aftermarket
story.
fabricated. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Inner fender welds
Comes
here.
with the whole,
It gives you the
tubular
extra
roll
room.
bar.
Yeah.
It
So
does
you
away
can
with the
see
spring
down here.
towers and all
That's
that
not
stuff.
natural.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. You can see the tubular front end.
You got the spring towers
Watch
in
it.
there. It makes the engine compartment a lot smaller.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It takes a
It's
lot
like a
away.
Mustang.
Yes,
Yeah.
You
yes,
got all
yes.
this that you take
Yes.
away.
Well,
And
come on. Let's walk around
We're
the
talking
side
about
here.
the paint. It's like 10 years old, and look how
Oh,
beautiful
Oh,
it
I know.
is.
Now, what color is that? I mean, it's
Uh,
obviously a silver.
It's a Mercedes color, I believe,
Okay.
but I'm not sure exactly what it's called. But it comes off of a Mercedes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Silver.
Yeah. It's got centerline wheels, which I love.
And it's all steel except for the hood.
Yep. And it's
I thought it had a
color.
glass front end.
No.
But
Oh, yeah.
it's all
Yeah,
steel.
yeah. As we always point out, Steve, and we love this
Oh, yeah.
about the older
Beautiful.
cars, all the trim
Let's
and
see
how it is.
Stainless here,
Yeah.
chrome. Look at the
Yeah.
mirrors,
Yeah.
everything.
Now, is that an original mirror?
No.
Okay.
No.
It's a
No.
reproduction.
We're
But they
gonna
did have it
get-
like that.
We're going to get the other ones redone, but
Okay.
right now,
It looks good.
Okay.
To me, it looks
Yeah,
good.
it looks awesome.
And it's a
Oh,
hard
yeah.
top.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
it's hard
yeah.
to-
Yeah, no post.
Yeah.
No post. Very rare to see a hard top Nova.
I guess it's more of a luxury version, I guess. or
Right, right.
something.
Yeah.
The Post was more of a, if you want to call it, more of an economy. type.
Economy
Yeah.
car.
Yeah.
Right,
They were
right,
considered
right,
as
right.
like a standard model.
But that is cool having that because we don't see too many
Oh, absolutely.
like that.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look inside here.
Look at that. Oh,
So a lot of things to point out. Of course, and what's the roll bar made out of?
Well, that's a mild steel.
Okay, so it's a mild steel.
5/8 mild
Okay.
steel.
Yeah, I like the way they ran it down too, so you can get in and out,
Yep. Yep.
which is awesome. So this is a 8-point. What is this? So
I
1,
guess it would be
2,
an
3, 4,
8-point.
5,
8-point,
6.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Two up here. This is tied into the front.
yeah, and then
And,
goes up
it's
from
about
there.
An 8-point. It's got a cage.
Yeah,
It's not really a cage setup because there's no over the
Loop.
windshield
Yeah,
bar
yeah,
or
okay.
behind the dash bar.
right.
So it's more of a roll bar type of setup.
Now explain. Now anything under 9 seconds, you have to have a roll cage. Is that correct?
No.
No,
Yeah,
Because
you guys
they-
can
they-
explain. You're
because a Hellcat was a little problem with that. But the Hellcat was running 9.0s or something.
yeah,
9.3s.
yeah, but that there, when you hit 10 seconds, you really get a large portion of the safety requirement.
Okay.
But even prior to that, you've got to run in. I think it's 7.5. You guys might correct me or
Yeah.
somebody
Yeah.
to have at least a 4-point or
Okay.
a 6-point. I
Okay.
think.
Okay.
We
Good.
have
Yeah, well, the
it covered
faster you
all the way
go, the
around.
more cage you
Yeah.
need.
Right.
You can
Okay.
start out
Right.
with just a roll bar,
Okay.
running 11s and high 10s.
Right.
But then the faster you get,
Yeah.
the more stuff you
Yeah.
got to
Right.
have.
Yeah.
It
Yeah, and
ends
they
up with a
change
full
that
cage.
just
Yeah.
about every year to
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
degree.
And
So
that's great because like safety.
Oh.
Right.
rules and regulations that they set
Sure.
Yeah.
have saved a lot of lives.
Yeah, she
And-
brings up a really, really great point is do the safety stuff, especially you
no.
guys on the street.
Yeah.
Just because you're on the street doesn't mean you don't need the safety
Ah.
stuff.
Right.
And it saves lives, no doubt.
Well, look at the coupes back in the 50s. They're running and they don't have a roll bar, no seatbelt, and they're just in a
Their
little
head way
T-button.
up,
They're
yeah.
yeah, and they're just
see the pictures of them things.
that and the sprint car drivers. Remember, they're just getting ejected because there's just no safety.
Can I sit in there?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Let's
amazing.
take a look here, guys. And
Ah.
what's nice, and we were talking about it earlier, is again they left a lot of the originality. Now they added all their gauges here. They added a tack up in here, aftermarket steering wheel, but
And
original radio, and it works, but they can't hear it because the engine's so loud.
You'll know when we fire it up.
Yeah. And
So-
look at simplicity here.
Yeah,
Look at this, how nice.
beautiful.
I like this for a race car.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
Yeah, this is to open your window.
Yeah.
and this is your side
Yeah,
window.
your
It's
vent
air
switch we
conditioner
always
if you didn't
point
have
out.
Any other one? Tilt. They put tilt in, which you could
Yeah,
use.
yeah.
Always need.
Oh yeah, nice to have a tilt steering wheel.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, and here's your air conditioner vent down here in the center and on the other
Very
side.
well done. Very well.
Beautiful done.
Done. Right.
And look here in the back, this is all custom now. And I'll get out and let you look there. It's all custom seat.
And
they
have
got a-
Diane talked about that.
Yeah, tell us about that,
Well, that
Diane.
was in there when we bought it. The guy that we bought the car from had 2 children, and they drove it on the street, so they had to have a place for the kids. So
Yeah, and you
that's what got me to buy the car was that back seat.
yeah.
When I seen that out,
That's
Oh.
funny.
Past 3 years old, you can't get back there anyway.
I was
Yeah.
going to say, when you look at the size of the seats, you
Yeah.
can tell it's for kids.
but it's just we're used to having just plain powder coated,
Yeah.
Yeah.
just a tin.
No, I
But
think that looks
just
cool.
dressed it up,
Yeah.
and I like that.
Oh, I love it. Well, again, you guys, it looks like a street car.
Yeah.
You know, I like keeping that 60s, 70s street car looking.
That's,
So
that's
you
it.
guys are running. Now, what size are those tires? Those are big meats.
Those are 29 inches tall, 15.5 wide.
Oh,
on
wow,
a 15-inch
15.5.
rim. So
Wow.
they're not huge.
No.
They're kind of in the middle of the ground of tires.
15.5 is pretty
So
big for the
they're
street.
1550 wide and
Yeah.
29 tall.
Yeah. Now tell us about this.
This is a nice story on
This
this. I
was
like the story.
Custom made by my husband.
Yeah, it's all made out of all aluminum.
Okay.
And then we had it wrapped with carbon fiber.
Nice.
And,
nice.
And you hand built
It's,
this yourself.
yep.
Yeah.
Everything.
Beautiful.
That's
Yeah.
Pulled out
awesome.
of cardboard and then
Beautiful.
transferred it off
Beautiful.
onto the aluminum
Beautiful.
plate in the,
Yeah.
in the 400.
Yeah.
And then kind of made it look complicated a little bit more than it needs to be.
Well,
'cause-
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
like
that
that
makes
look.
it look cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's anchored to the trunk, so
Yeah.
you don't have to undo anything to
Right,
open the trunk
right.
lid.
That's what
Right.
I liked
Yeah.
about how he did that.
Yeah, I like
with
that.
the race car.
Yeah.
We had to undo all the
All the
because it was on
pins,
the
yeah.
bumper
Oh, yeah.
to get to
yeah.
the trunk.
Yeah.
So he did
Well-
it this way, and
Yeah. We're
Go ahead,
talking,
Steve.
it's kind of a continuation.
Mhm.
You
Yeah,
know,
it makes
it
makes
doesn't
the
make
car
it
a
look
little
so
bit
boxy longer. And
Well, I'm it's finally dawning on me here. You know, they've been drag racing for 30 years. So what they did was, you know, they're out of drag racing now. They took a street car, a hot rod, and they added the whole drag racing thing to it.
Yeah.
You know, the wheelie bars, and we need to talk about those, but making this, the way you did it, it's awesome. Again, just, you know, have an idea, right? And a goal of
Yeah,
what you
yeah,
want to do
yeah.
with your car
It's
and
your
make
taste.
it you. And this is you
right.
guys, I can tell from your drag racing and
Yeah,
everything. It's absolutely awesome. Tell us about the roll bars or the wheelie bars.
yeah, I ordered a set, and then he custom made it and
Yeah, it
made
was
some
a-
crossbars,
it
and then
was a
I had it
kit.
powder coated
Yeah.
different
So
colors.
we
Yeah,
just
yeah.
put it back together, added a few more braces than
Yeah.
what came in it, and then had it powder coated in 2 different colors.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that.
beautiful. Yeah, and again, let's look
contrast.
at the original trim.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right?
that's the original.
And the taillights. Look how little those
Yeah. I
taillights
like
are,
them
Steve.
taillights. I like them.
Oh, I love it.
I like
Again, I always
I like these
found
cars.
these Chevy IIs to be just an aggressive looking little car, you know?
Now, I remember when we were growing up, $100, $150, somebody's yard, 6-cylinder stick or automatic, go
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
Might need brakes.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
they were all over the place.
Yep.
Now it's $12,000. Come get it.
Yeah, come
Yeah.
get it.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, more. Yeah,
Bring
more.
a trailer.
Is the fuel behind here? Where's the
No.
fuel?
Oh,
Where
it's
do you
in the-
fill?
in
It's
the
got a
tank.
20-gallon cell in the trunk.
Oh, in
20
the
gallons,
trunk.
that's
yeah,
right.
Gotcha.
Chrome
Yeah.
Everything's
inside the
polished in
battery
there.
box. I got
Oh,
his
wow.
and her box.
Can we open it real quick?
Yeah.
Can we open
Hey,
it real quick?
hey, we can't put any bodies back there.
No.
No.
No,
Ah.
no room for bodies on this one.
What good is this car to Italian?
Now
guy?
it also has a 12 bolt
12 bolt
Yep.
Chevy
Rear end, 12 bolt, 430 gears.
Yep.
12
Yeah.
volt Chevrolet.
I thought it was 4 gears.
430.
430.
Yeah,
It's
430.
that's different because everybody goes with a 9-inch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
I
Oh,
love
look at
it being
this.
Chevy.
Look at
Oh,
this.
here you go.
Oh, everything is all.
Yeah.
Look at that. Everything's
So,
so
wow,
nice.
very well thought through.
Battery and
Yeah.
what are these?
That's his and her boxes, storage.
I like
Oh,
that.
his and her storage
Yeah.
boxes. Yeah. And there's your fuel pumps,
Yeah.
electric fuel pumps, battery, and how many gallons? Sorry, 20 gallon on
20-gallon
the.
fuel
That's the
cell.
same thing I got in the Nova or the Duster. Yeah.
There's no body room.
No. Look at right here again, Steve. I
Yeah.
just love, this old look on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
trim
this is
and how
beautiful,
it
yeah.
was.
They didn't delete it.
Unrestored piece.
Yeah.
You don't see too many.
Yeah,
of
and
those.
I like that because it kind of remembers what it was.
Yeah.
Remember what it was.
Can we look down here and just see best we can under there at that suspension and that rear end? I know it's pretty low there,
Nice.
but there's your 12 bolt under there. You can see how they hooked everything up.
Beautiful.
Coilovers.
That's all coil-over suspension.
Yeah, do you do a lot of
ladder
work?
bars.
Do you do your own welding, a lot of work, fabrication? Yeah.
Well, you can
pretty
tell
much,
it. So it's got ladder bars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
ladder
we'll look
bar,
at it from the
coilover.
side
Yeah.
with coilover set up. That's awesome.
Wow.
Man, this is awesome. I can see why people come up next to you and want to race. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's not us.
No,
It
no.
was, like I say, it came out of Kingsport, Tennessee. The guy raced it at Bristol and on the street in
Bristol.
Kingsport. It was the number 3 outlaw car at the time when we bought
Ah,
it.
wow,
Right.
outlaw.
And it was 1,200 horsepower when he had it.
Yeah,
Wow.
nitrous car, yeah.
Right.
Wow.
So we brought it home, detuned it, put what we wanted on it, took off what we didn't like, and here she is.
Just absolutely gorgeous.
What I like about it, I've noticed no cracks in the car from it flexing and all. They very well put it together
Absolutely.
with a frame and a roll bar. Because most cars you see cracks in the
Oh,
especially
yeah.
here in a little area, but
Yeah.
they really did a good job
It's all
putting this.
tubed together and tied
Yeah.
together, the front and the rear and all that. So it's a pretty stiff car.
See this over here? I could look at this.
I think
Oh,
everything
yeah.
with the
Yeah, this-
windshield is original.
That
Chevrolet
is so
glass.
cool. It's
Yeah,
not plexiglass. It's real glass.
Gorgeous, gorgeous,
Yeah, you did.
gorgeous car. Can you crank it up real quick? We're
Yeah.
running out of time
Yeah.
here. We'll crank it up, let everybody hear it.
Shut the hood.
Uh,
I don't want it falling down.
Yeah, you don't want it falling down.
If you haven't noticed, Diane keeps Bill straight on all this stuff, which is good. She knows as much about this car as he does, which
Well-
is the way it should be.
Behind a successful man is a good woman,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
or vice versa.
yeah, right. That's
Well,
right.
I'm meticulous. I'm OCD pretty much. And like you said, the fittings and everything are a certain way.
Absolutely.
Ah.
My light switches at home, they're all matching the same
Yeah,
way. So
yeah. Good,
that's-
good for you.
But-
It's a team, right?
Yeah,
it's a
it's
team.
a
We
team.
all have gifts and we all have weaknesses. Here we go.
Oh, I've got to switch it on. I haven't. Let's switch it on.
Woo! Listen to that. Listen to that blower. Unbelievable. From around the side, you can hear it really good over here. So it's exhaust. Jumps out right here.
It's over the rear end. Hey.
Go ahead, shut it off, buddy.
Wow. Nice.
Beautiful.
Now listen to that.
Well, guys, we're out of
We're out
time,
of
man.
time.
I love this car. I could have spent all day on this.
You want to
car.
buy it?
Guys,
Put it in your
no.
collection?
Ah. Anyway, I'm Chip,
I'm Steve.
I'm Diane.
I'm Bill.
and this is
Chip's
Garage. Thanks, guys. Beautiful car.
Oh my God.